World War II was a global conflict in which Germany, Italy, and Japan, known as the Axis powers, fought against Britain, the Soviet Union, the United States, and China from 1939 to 1945. Adolf Hitler came to power in Germany in 1933, capitalizing on the global economic depression and German resentment over the Treaty of Versailles, which had been signed after Germany's defeat in World War I. Hitler claimed that Germans were a superior race in need of more living space, and he began to rebuild the German military, violating the Treaty of Versailles. In an attempt to avoid conflict, France and Britain allowed Hitler to expand German territory by uniting with Austria and annexing parts of Czechoslovakia before Germany eventually invaded the whole country. World War II officially began in Europe in September 1939 when Germany invaded Poland from the west, followed by a Soviet invasion from the east. In response, Britain and France declared war on Germany but took limited action. By mid-1940, Germany had swiftly conquered Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and France using a military tactic called blitzkrieg, which involved rapid, concentrated attacks for quick victories. Although Germany launched air attacks on Britain, known as the Blitz, the British Royal Air Force managed to defend the country. Italy, under the fascist leadership of Benito Mussolini, expanded the conflict by invading North Africa and attempting to conquer Greece. In 1941, Germany and its allies launched a surprise invasion of the Soviet Union, known as Operation Barbarossa. The Nazis committed mass atrocities, targeting Jews and communists. However, the Soviet Union's size, harsh winters, and scorched earth tactics led to the eventual failure of the invasion. After major defeats at Stalingrad and Kursk, Germany was forced into retreat by 1943. In the Pacific, Japan sought to dominate East Asia and expand its empire, starting with the invasion of Manchuria in 1931. In December 1941, Japan attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, leading the United States to officially join the war. Japan continued its aggressive expansion in Southeast Asia but was stopped after the Battle of Midway in 1942. Meanwhile, in North Africa, Germany and Italy suffered a key defeat at the Battle of El Alamein, turning the tide of the war. In 1944, the Allies launched the D-Day invasion on the beaches of Normandy, marking the beginning of the liberation of France from Nazi control. On the Eastern Front, Soviet forces pushed the Germans back across Eastern Europe. In May 1945, after Soviet troops invaded Berlin and Hitler committed suicide, Germany surrendered. In the Pacific, Japan continued to fight until the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Faced with devastation and the Soviet invasion of Manchuria, Japan surrendered in September 1945, bringing the war to an end. World War II was the deadliest conflict in history, with approximately 60 million people killed, including many civilians. The aftermath of the war led to the establishment of the United Nations and a new era of political and economic cooperation, particularly in Europe. The decline of European colonial powers began, leading to decolonization in Africa and Asia. Meanwhile, the United States and the Soviet Union emerged as superpowers, setting the stage for the Cold War. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification button and don't forget to share.